What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new video where we will discuss the latest news and updates on the Mo Salah contract situation. So this is a very important video because you will hear from the Barcelona president and what he said on the Mohamed Salah contract, and also James Spears, the Liverpool correspondent, spoke out on what Liverpool should give Salah as his new contract offer, and also all the latest news about Liverpool and an injury update on Trent AlexanderArnold in this video as well. And also later today I'm posting a FIFA 22 Liverpool career mode episode, so make sure to check back on my channel in the evening. And if you enjoy these videos, leave a like, subscribe if you are new to my channel, and thank you so much for your awesome support on the latest videos. So Joan Laporta was decidedly cryptic when addressing reports or rumors linking Barcelona to Mohamed Salah. Joan Laporta is the Barcelona president himself. Fabrizio Romano relayed this information because the comments come courtesy of a Spanish outlet, and this is where Barcelona president said something very interesting. He said, and he was asked about Mohamed Salah and potentially even Robert Lewandowski coming to Barcelona, going to Barcelona in the summer. Top players will always want to join Barcelona, that's clear. I can't say if we are in talks with Lewandowski or Mohamed Salah or not, or into the club, that they will tell me that I'm creating problems in the negotiations. And of course it's not Joan Laporta himself who is potentially talking to Salah or Lewandowski or any future Barcelona player, but I'm sure that Barcelona won't be really happy about Joan Laporta speaking about potential, transfer targets. But it's very clear that Barcelona want to sign a superstar. They are watching Real Madrid, and Real Madrid are getting closer and closer to signing Kylian Mbappe. So Barcelona would definitely want Mohamed Salah in the summer. It's a big question whether Salah would be interested in a move to Barcelona. If Liverpool can't thresh out a new contract for Salah, then Salah definitely would be interested, in my opinion. He already previously talked about in an interview that La Liga is a great league and Barcelona and Real Madrid are huge clubs, and he would potentially be interested in moving there if he can't sign a new contract. And each passing week Liverpool are facing a bigger and bigger dilemma at the end of the season. This will be potentially one of the biggest decisions that Liverpool have to make. Keep Salah and hope that in his last season at Liverpool he potentially extends his contract, or sell him in the summer in the knowledge that he won't accept a contract offer no matter what Liverpool do, and cash in on him and rebuild the team around other brilliant players. We already have a lot of world-class players at Liverpool, and Salah is irreplaceable, but if we sign the right kind of players, Liverpool can stay successful and we can still be in the hunt for the Premier League and the Champions League trophies in the next few seasons. And I think that is a huge decision what Liverpool do with Mohamed Salah. I would keep Salah, but only if he wants a sensible wage. If he wants like £500,000 weekly wages, then I don't think that's happening anytime soon. And James Spears, who is a Liverpool correspondent, he used to work for the Liverpool Echo, now he's working for the Athletic news outlet. He says, and I quote, I've never agreed with this pay Salah whatever he wants notion among the fan base. You can't run a business like that, and you certainly can't run a football club like it if it's not a Man City or Paris Saint-Germain. You give Salah exactly what he wants, and you can guarantee there will be a list of agents and players waiting outside Michael Edwards and Julian Ward's offices at Kirkby, wanting to renegotiate their contracts themselves in the next year or so. I think it's a delicate balancing act, James Spears continued. It goes without saying that you have to be offering Salah a decent wage. I would certainly be offering him £300,000 per week at least. When you look at some of the figures bandied around in the Premier League, I think that would be as high as I would personally go if I were in Liverpool's position. I think that's stretching your wage structure without going to ridiculous levels, and I think that also puts him in that higher echelon, not out on his own by any stretch of the imagination. When you look at De Bruyne, who is earning around 360, 370,000 pounds per week. I think Grealish is on 300,000 pounds. But the problem is, like, Jadon Sancho is on 350 already. De Gea is on like 380. Cristiano Ronaldo is on like 500,000 pounds per week wages. So if I was Salah, I would certainly want the same wages as Jadon Sancho getting, or maybe even higher. And after how Salah's agent Rami Abbas reacted online to Jurgen Klopp's comments on Salah's contract situation, it would seem that Liverpool and Salah are quite a long way apart from finding a middle ground, a suitable middle ground in the contract talks. So I think what Liverpool should do is give Salah a contract offer that makes him one of the best paid players in the Premier League, but also which doesn't break the wage structure of Liverpool. Jose Enrique, the former Liverpool left back, also gave a very interesting idea. Why not give Salah a one-time signing bonus of like 5, 6, 7 million pounds and give him a wage that is more in line with the Liverpool wage structure? But this one-time bonus, basically, if you divide that into 4 years, it would certainly give Salah enough money to be one of the best players in the world. And you don't forget that with bonuses and image rights, Salah would earn in total well above 500,000 pound weekly wages anyway, even if Liverpool only give him 300,000 pounds, because how these bonuses work and how the image rights work, Salah gets a lot more money from other revenue sources and other brand deals as well. And ultimately Salah proved that he deserves to be one of the best paid players in the Premier League with his stellar performances in the last 4 years. But of course Liverpool also can't be expected to just cave in to Salah and his agent's demands and sacrifice a way of operating that has proved to be hugely successful at Liverpool. And of course the fan base and me personally, I would be absolutely devastated to see Salah leave this summer or even next summer, because he truly is a one-of-a-kind player, one of the best players who ever play for Liverpool. And he has the potential to break all kinds of other records for Liverpool if he stays for the next 4 years. So there remains hope that there will be a potential breakthrough between now and the end of the season in the Salah contract talks. But at the moment, it looks like they are pretty wide apart. Salah probably wants around 450,000 pounds, and right now what I'm hearing is that Liverpool's current contract offer is around 275k weekly wages. We definitely need to bump that up to at least 300, maybe even 350k weekly wages. Otherwise Salah's agent will just ask around Europe who will give Salah a bigger contract. There are not that many clubs who will pay Salah more. But also there are very few clubs who right now are better than Liverpool, who are more successful than Liverpool. So I would be very careful if I was Salah in choosing his next big decision. Because if he leaves Liverpool and goes to Barcelona or Real Madrid, he might not win as many trophies at that club as he did with Liverpool, and he potentially could win another 5, 6, 7 trophies in the next 4 years if he stays at Liverpool. And money is not everything. In my opinion, Salah already is filthy rich, and he should think more about legacy than about this vanity thing that he wants to be paid as one of the best players in the world. And that's true that he deserves that, but you have to also be sensible and realize that Liverpool don't want to destroy their whole business model by giving Salah something ridiculous like 450,000 pound weekly wages. Would Salah really want to go to Paris Saint-Germain, to a league which is a lot weaker than the Premier League? And also Paris Saint-Germain have never won the Champions League. They are, apart from getting to the final ones, they are miserable failures in the Champions League every single season. The culture is just not there. at Paris Saint-Germain to regularly challenge for the Champions League trophy. And also Barcelona, as a result of La Liga's financial rules, they can't really afford to pay out in salaries compared to many of their rivals in La Liga or abroad, because they are still financially crippled. Real Madrid are after Haaland and Mbappe. I don't think Real Madrid are looking to sign Salah in the summer. They are maybe one of a few clubs who Salah could go for, and basically there would be a guarantee that Real Madrid will win trophies and titles in the next 4 or 5 years, or 3 or 4 years. As I said, Paris Saint-Germain and maybe Man City are the only other clubs who can realistically pay Salah a higher wage than what he is getting at Liverpool. But I don't see Salah going to Man United or Chelsea. But if Salah goes to Man City, then a lot of Liverpool fans will absolutely hate his guts, and he would tarnish his reputation, his legacy at Liverpool. Would Salah have the balls to do that? I'm not sure. Would even Man City be interested in Salah? I'm not even sure about that. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Even though Salah's agent has hinted at Salah potentially staying in the Premier League, even if he leaves Liverpool, which would be devastating from a Liverpool point of view. Also, The Athletic is reporting that Trent AlexanderArnold faces a race against time to be fit for Liverpool's Premier League clash against Manchester City. Sources indicated that the trip to Man City would still represent a quick return to action, given that Trent AlexanderArnold suffered a hamstring injury, and that's always a very hard injury to heal from. And until Trent is back in the Liverpool side, Joe Gomez is likely to play in his place to deputise for Trent AlexanderArnold. And Liverpool face a season-defining April as they chase an unprecedented quadruple. We have to get through Benfica in the Champions League. We will play Man City in the Premier League, in the FA Cup semi-final. We need to win at least one of those games, and hopefully we can win both. It will be a fascinating April. Really excited and looking forward to it. John Aldridge, the Liverpool legend, also weighed in on the Premier League title race. He said Harry Kane's performance as they beat Man City at the Etihad last month confirmed that could be a tricky game for Liverpool, but the bigger threat lie away from Anfield. We saw Man City dropping points at Crystal Palace earlier this month. Liverpool have 3 away matches on their schedule that could be tricky. Newcastle have been one of the form teams in the Premier League over the last couple of months. St. James's Park will be rocking when Jurgen Klopp's side go there on April the 30th. And also it's a lunchtime kickoff, which is always an issue as players struggle to be at their best in that early morning slot. And we know Jurgen Klopp doesn't like matches at that time. On top of that, Liverpool may have played the Champions League semi-final against Barcelona a few days before that, and you don't know how players will react to a tough trip to Newcastle straight after. The other 2 games I'm looking at with concern is Southampton away, where Liverpool have often struggled, and then intriguingly Aston Villa away, where we lost 7-2 last season, and also Steven Gerrard is the manager of Aston Villa, so I'm sure that Aston Villa will be very fired up for Liverpool and they will be well rested. Most of the teams we will play in the Premier League will be well rested, while Liverpool have to play every 3 days. The lucky thing is for Liverpool is that this is our biggest and best squad of the last 20 or 30 years, potentially even maybe in Liverpool's whole history. So if there is a Liverpool side who can cope with this very tight and tough schedule, it's this Liverpool squad. And also a Spanish journalist, Akram Konur, has told the media outlets that Fulham are planning to hold talks with Liverpool to make the loan deal of Nico Williams into a permanent transfer. What do you think about that? Would you consider selling Nico Williams to Fulham? I certainly would keep him as the understudy of Trent AlexanderArnold. I think it was an absolute genius move to loan out Nico Williams, but we certainly should promise Nico Williams some guaranteed game time. Maybe give him the FA Cup and the League Cup until we get to the semi-finals. Maybe give Nico Williams some games in the Champions League. Give him some games in the Premier League against lower sides, maybe against teams like Norwich, Watford, who are battling against relegation. and you just guarantee Nico Williams some playing time so he stays at Liverpool and not goes to Fulham where he's playing every week. And John Aldridge also mentioned a very interesting factor that Man City's desperation to win the Champions League could actually harm them in the Premier League title race. He said Man City are desperate to win the big trophy in the Champions League because after throwing an obscene amount of money in a bid to win the Champions League, they keep fluffing their lines and failing and screwing up when it matters most. They face a tough quarter-final against Atletico Madrid, who will do everything in their powers to stop Man City playing. Atletico have a method of playing that is hard to love and equally tough to overcome, as Liverpool found to their cost in the Champions League a couple of years back. We saw what they did to Man United at Old Trafford earlier this month, but it will be good for Liverpool if Man City get through to play either Chelsea or Real Madrid in the semi-final. That will be a very tough assignment and it might drain them when they play Premier League matches. But it's equally similarly to Liverpool. Liverpool could be exhausted after playing Benfica and Bayern Munich in the Champions League later this season, and that could harm their hopes in the Premier League title race. So it will be a fascinating title race and I'm really looking forward to watching it unfold and covering it on my channel to you guys. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day, see you later, good night.